soft study, ASMR. Now relax and let's begin. External validity means how well the findings of a study apply outside the study. It asks, would the same result probably happen with other people, in other places, or at another time? High external validity means that findings are likely to apply beyond the exact participants and setting that were studied. Low external validity means the finding may only apply to a narrow group or situation. Here is a simple example. A researcher tests a new stress program using adults from different ages, backgrounds, and workplaces. The program is delivered in normal workplace settings. Now imagine the researcher only tests 10 psychology students from one university in a laboratory. The findings may not apply as well to older adults, people from other cultures, or people in real workplaces. A threat to external validity is anything that makes it harder to generalize the findings. Generalize means applying the findings to people or situations that were not directly studied. Now let us look at the main threats. An unrepresentative sample means the participants do not reflect the larger group the researcher wants to understand. For example, a study about all Australian adults only includes university students. University students may differ from other adults in age, education, income, and lifestyle. A narrow age group is another threat. For example, a memory study only includes people aged 18 to 22. The findings may not apply to children or older adults. A cultural limitation happens when a study is conducted in only one cultural group. For example, a study about family relationships only includes people from one Western city. The findings may not apply in cultures with different family roles or values. An artificial setting can reduce external validity. For example, participants complete a stress task in a quiet laboratory. Their behavior in the laboratory may not match how they react to stress at work or at home. This is sometimes called low ecological validity. Ecological validity means how well the study reflects real-life situations. An artificial task can create the same problem. For example, pressing a button when a light appears may measure attention in a laboratory, but it may not fully show how attention works while driving or studying. Self-selection bias happens when the people who volunteer are different from the people who do not volunteer. For example, people who enjoy exercise may be more likely to join an exercise study. The results may not apply to people who dislike exercise. A single location can also limit the findings. For example, a treatment is tested in one well-funded city hospital. The results may not apply to rural clinics with fewer staff and resources. A time period limitation means the findings may not apply at another time. For example, a study of social media use from 10 years ago may not apply today because platforms and habits have changed. This is sometimes called temporal validity. Temporal validity means whether findings still apply across different time periods. Researchers can improve external validity by using larger and more diverse samples, including different ages and backgrounds, studying more than one location, using realistic settings and tasks, and repeating the study with different groups. Repeating a study is called replication. If similar results are found in different groups and settings, we can be more confident that the findings generalize. Here is an exam-style question. A researcher studies a new sleep program using 20 healthy university students. The researcher then claims the program will work for all adults. What is the problem? The sample is small and narrow. Healthy university students may differ from older adults, people with sleep disorders, and people from other backgrounds. Therefore, the findings may not generalize to all adults. Here is another exam-style question. A study finds that workers are more productive in a silent laboratory. Can the researcher assume the same result will happen in every workplace? Not necessarily. Real workplaces include interruptions, teamwork, noise, and different job demands. Internal and external validity are different. Internal validity asks, did the independent variable really cause the result? External validity asks, would the result apply outside this study? A tightly controlled laboratory experiment may have high internal validity because other factors are controlled, but it may have lower external validity because the setting is unlike real life. Final recap. External validity means whether findings generalize beyond the study. Important threats include unrepresentative samples, narrow age or cultural groups, artificial settings, artificial tasks, self-selection bias, one location, and one time period. Remember, other people, other places, and other times equal external validity. Now relax, and I will see you in the next lesson.